Hey everyone, here I am for September 30th, the last day of September. I was almost done with my video, then all of a sudden my phone started to say there was no more space after I deleted a shitload of stuff, and then it stopped the video at 8 minutes. So here I am doing it again because it is an important message, and it's something that we need to hear, okay? I just saw if someone stop like that. Fucking hate technology. Anyway, the first two cards that I pulled, right? Here we go again. Is the Hierophant and the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is thinking, when is this going to happen? Is it ever going to happen? Ultimately, here I am waiting, and I mean, I've waited long enough. And it's the kind of situation where, like, Spirit is saying we have to understand. What I have to understand, what all of us have to understand, is ultimately everything happens when it's meant to happen. Just because you don't see what's happening right now doesn't mean it's not there. If you don't see what you're wanting right now, it's bubbling underneath the surface. All right. If you are, let's say, I don't know, like what your room, your entire apartment is fucked up. It's dirty, it's disgusting, but you have a suit and a tie. Are you going to have a black tie event over here because you have that suit or tie? Or are you going to make sure the space is clean, dusted, vacuum, whatever the case may be? Ultimately, we have to be in a position to accept the things that are meant to be. All right? If you don't allow yourself to open everything that you are up to the things that you've been wishing for, what's the fucking point? If you're asking for something but you can't accept it, what's the fucking point? It's just gonna blow up in your face and up there it goes. It's the kind of situation Spirit wants us to have everything in this world and more. We need to want the same. You know what I mean? We may talk, but we need to walk, walk, walk. It's the kind of situation. Ultimately, your angels, Spirit, your intuition, whatever you believe, is right by your side, protecting you, giving you those messages, giving you those intuitive kind of like thoughts. Ultimately, listen to your intuition. Listen to the things that come forward. Usually, it's the smallest thing that could blow up into something fucking huge. The smallest decision, you deciding to go into a gym again, that could ultimately bring you towards just ultimate health, six pack. It takes one small step to make a journey happen. You know what I mean? It's the kind of situation with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about structure, it's all about tradition. So, Spirit is saying, use who you are, not what the world wants you to be. All right, to me, tradition means me and my ways. All right, not what others want, me and my ways. Who are you? What do you want? Use that as fuel to catapult yourself towards where you're meant to be, to where you're meant to prosper, whom you're meant to prosper with, the crowd that you're meant to be around. Use your intuition because only you know what you want, no one else. Keep that in mind. The Justice and the Four of Pentacles. We are in Libra season. This is all about balancing your shadow side and your light side. Ultimately, finding that balance to move forward. All right. In order to move forward, we need to be balanced. We can't be all wobbly, You can't walk across a balance beam and make it to the other side if you're wobbling all over the fucking place. You have to practice. You have to do the shadow work to ultimately give up the things that don't serve you, to bring in the things that do, to find that balance, to give you that prosperity, to ultimately catapult towards the success that you have been needing. After the Justice card, there's the Judgment card. This is when we put everything we don't need and keep everything that we do, give it to Spirit, and the Judgment comes out in our fucking favor. When we purge and when we do the sacrificing to find the balance needed, guys, that's when we are going to be at a mindset where we can ultimately accept things, not just physically, but emotionally. With the Four of Pentacles, that's all a part of getting rid of that holding on things so tightly. A part of the Justice card is letting go of holding on to things that just don't serve you. You know what I mean? You may have I don't know, 4 pennies that are from 1960. You may think that they're the most valuable things in the world you could get money for, so you hold it close. But you're going to ignore the gold coins. You're going to ignore the diamonds. The way that this card is it shows diamonds, treasure all the way in the back, but she's holding on to these pentacles in her clutch purse, refusing to let go. Sometimes we have to take a trust fall into the universe. We cannot have control over everything. We just can't. We cannot have that control over everything because ultimately some things just aren't in our control. We have to allow ourselves to let go and know what we're letting go of is going to come back to us. New, full of nothing but love and prosperity and everything we need. We just have to let go of our grip a little bit because ultimately fearing of what can happen will keep you where you are right now. It's not going to bring you where you're meant to be, where you want to be. You know what I mean? Sometimes the feeling of feeling safe isn't enough. It's not. It's not. You may feel safe cooped up in your apartment without facing the outside world. Should you be cooped up in your apartment, or should you be outside enjoying the fresh air, enjoying what spirit has to offer you, enjoying all the possibilities that lie beneath your front door? You know what I mean? The Two of Swords is in reverse along with the Two of Cups. Spirit is saying that we are at a crossroads where ultimately we know which turn to make. We're no longer making the left-hand turn, which is going to bring us to the cycle that we've been going on for years and years. We know what's going to happen. We know the stress that it brings. It's the kind of situation with the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups brings a partnership, a unity that you can interlock fingers, just a mutual kind of bonds. You know, if it's a romantic relationship, it could bring on marriage, it could bring on engagement, it could also bring on a business. You may, be able to coincide with, somebody else who has the same idea as you, and you guys can actually make a business work. Whatever the case may be, know that the Two of Cups is partnership. All right, we are making that right-hand turn because we understand that we can't do everything ourselves. You know what I mean? You need to welcome in relationships that are gonna just have you grow. It's not the Jason show. It's the, Jason show with the people that help lift him. You know what I mean? Because we are who we are, but there are the connections in our lives that ultimately help guide us as well. You can't do everything yourself. The Two of Cups speaks of a healthy, beautiful relationship, partnership, whatever that means to you, okay? The Tower is the card of sudden change, all right? We are going through a sudden change. It's out of our control. Sometimes, we resist until this universe is fuck it, you're doing it anyway. All right? We may be at, like bungee jumping. Oh my God, I'm not going to jump. The spirit is fucking pushing us, and we're taking that fucking fall if we like it or not. We have to either go with it or it's going to be forced on us. And this is change that has been forced on us. Because ultimately, we are at a point of our lives where we are manifesting, where we are prospering. The Seven of Pentacles is the card of planting a seed. We need to plant this seed to cultivate, to get us to where we're meant to be, our happily ever after. The only way you're going to get where you need to get is by taking those sacrifices and going with the change in your life. Because if you resist change, you are going to be stuck where you are, like it or not. If you're going to avoid the things that, are meant to be, you're just going to wallow in just the heaviest fucking vibes. And that's no way to live your life. We're meant to live our lives in happiness and love and laughter, not misery and crying and depression. You know what I mean? The Star and the Magician. The Star is the card of a wish come true. The Star is a card of Aquarius. Aquariuses, we rise above society's norms. We're the rebels, all right? Some people may say we're selfish. Some people may say we're, involved. It's the kind of situation, it is what it is, because we understand that as Aquariuses, we may be a little stubborn for our own greatest good. What the world doesn't understand is that world's opinion. Welcome to my world. It's the kind of situation, life is what you make it. And ultimately, the Star is a wish come true with nothing but hope and love coming forward because we are manifesting. We are manifesting. We are taking all of the elements, air, water, fire, earth. We're bringing in that structure. We're bringing in that fire energy. We're bringing in the emotions and the ability to think. And we are using all of it to our advantage, putting it in a huge ball to throw it on the ground and allow it to explode all over us, to completely just hit us with that manifestation. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? We are meant to manifest beauty and joy and hope and love, the Two of Cups. We are meant to manifest the Three of Swords, healing. We are healing, and since we are healing, the Knight of Swords is on his fucking way. He is running to his motorcycle. He has no time to waste. He is jumping on that fucking bike and he is going for it. He is victorious over his thoughts. And he knows the only way to move forward is by fucking doing it. So no, today is going to be a day of self-empowerment. Today is going to be a day of listening to our intuition, seeing what we need truly, and allowing ourselves to use that healing energy to fucking go with our intuition. All right, so listen to it. Don't fight it, and know that everything that is meant to be will be. Just because you don't see it yet does not mean it's not bubbling under the surface. Get yourself to a higher understanding of your own needs. Allow yourself to heal, to let the things bubbling under the surface rise, and I guarantee you guys, you are going to see everything you need in this world and more. I love all of you very much. This is a very long video. Fingers crossed it lets me upload it. Have a great day, everyone. Okay? Happy last day of September. October is going to be a fucking amazing month. I'm going to be going live for it. Keep an eye out, and I will talk to everyone soon.